y'all. So the video has already played. And what we want to do now is I want to welcome you to our Four Seasons 3-in-1. We are so excited that you're here, and we would love for you to share this with someone. Maybe we can empower them while they're going through their changing season. So life changes, and when life changes, our seasons change. So what I want you to know today is that in your season of change, whether it's winter, spring, summer, or fall, we want you to be empowered in life through them all. So at this point, I'm going to stand with my husband, and I want to say to everybody who prayed, everybody who called, everybody that texted, everybody that came by to visit, I mean it, everybody that cared for me in my daily life. And when I tell you, you never know who is going to be there in your changing season. So the thing that we have to know is to stay where God has us, because He's building purpose in us. So when I stood on July the 29th, year of 2021, I couldn't walk. And it was a long time. So we just want to take this time to say, thank you. Thank you very, very much. It was rough, but we made it through it. So this is your winning season. Although we do not own the rights to this music, I just want you to say, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, are you gonna win? We're gonna win. Thank you for joining us at this time again. If you did not hear, we welcome you. If you have any questions, put them in the inbox. Yes. Well, Ecclesiastes 4:3-1 says, to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under the heaven. I just want you to know, this is your winning season. But whatever happens in that season, always remember that God is there. Thank you for watching. So now we're going to get into the empowerment part. Thank you, husband, so much for joining me. Wow, wow, wow. I'm excited. I'm going to tell you the very honest truth. I'm really a little bit nervous as well. I know that I've been on Facebook and all of this stuff, but you know, sometimes when your season change and things change and life change, it brings on a change in your life. And there was a time I did not want to talk to anybody. I tell you, when I say anybody. So I have my little notebook here that says, live simply, love generously, pray daily, speak truthfully, give selfishly, serve faithfully, and leave everything else to God. And this is my little helper, my little point for today. So I'm going to empower you today. And the title of it is going to be Wait It Out. That is the title. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about my eye story. This is the most difficult part that happened. On July the 29th of 2021, my husband and I, we had just got back from Vegas. And when we returned back, everything was nice. We unpacked, we got ready to go to dinner, went to dinner, had a good time, enjoyed that. Everything was great. And the next morning, I woke up, literally, you guys. I woke up and tried to stand and could not walk. I just could not walk. And I didn't understand why. My husband didn't understand why. And for a long time, the doctors did not understand why. So the thing of it is that we may not know why at the time that things happen, but what I want to declare on today and to empower you on today, always remember this is my winning season. And so I'm going to empower you on about how to wait it out. Do you not know that it was a long time for me from July the 29th, 2021, all the way to July the 29th, 2022. And I'm still having pain and not able to work some things out. But I'm going to wait it out. Then here comes December 14th after a lot of tests. They had to do blood work. They had to do a lot of nerve conducted study, which they had to put a whole lot of needles in my legs and in my foot. And they had to, you guys, I was out of it. Do you understand? People were texting me. They wanted to know what was wrong. They wanted to know how it all happened. They wanted to know what they needed to do to encourage me. And I thought that was so thoughtful. But then finally, December the 14th came. And I got my diagnosis. And when I got my diagnosis, I really wasn't happy about it because before we went to get the diagnosis, they were trying to figure out whether I was going to need chemo, whether I was going to need radiation. They didn't know what I was going to need because they didn't know what they were dealing with. And so I had to give a whole lot of blood work, and then I had to, do the urinalysis test and all of that. And when my doctor at Emory realized what was going on, you guys, it was a diagnosis of mungus. Now, ask me what that is. I can't tell you. But it is spelled in all capital letters, MGUS. And it is actually a rare blood disorder. But here's the thing, and here's the question. A lot of people have asked me what it is. And I don't know. And they really are not absolutely sure. But what I do know is that a lot of people have had my same symptoms. And they was diagnosed for other things. So those other things could get in the way. So for a lot of you that have been asking for a long, long time, what's wrong? Why can't you walk? What's wrong with your legs? Well, about a year before this happened, I was going to the doctor and my red blood cells was going down very low. And actually, while I was in Vegas, my doctor called and she asked me about having another blood test because my blood counts were very low. That's my red blood cells. So my red blood cells kept going down low, and all of a sudden, with the stress on my body, and I guess all the walking at Vegas, and my back was already having problems, it attacked my nervous system. And so it caused me to be able to go into, I guess, my body into like a shock, if I could explain it. I really still don't know. But it had me so in pain. And I'm going to stop right there. I was a Mary Kay International sales director. And I thought, there is no way I can continue to sell this much, work this hard, and keep up with a Cadillac. Guess what? My health changed. Like she said, maybe the enemy came up against your health. Maybe it was your business. Maybe it was this, that, or the other. Whatever it was, you have the decision to make what you want to do. I chose to step down from directorship. It was too much. It was just too much, you guys. I'm still a Red Jacket. And I still work and love my Mary Kay business. And I always will. But I could not deal with all of the pain. So if you have any questions about my disease, any questions about my diagnosis, any of the questions about anything, you can write it down in the comments, and we will definitely try to address those, because I had a lot of people, when I say a lot of people, asking me questions. So today we're going to talk about empowering you to wait it out. Well, when God allows a raw situation to change your season, you have to learn how to wait it out. Try not to. I didn't say don't complain, because you will, because I was holding my legs and I was crying every night. It was hurting. But try not to complain about the process of your situation. Try to hold on and try to wait it out, because you may be going through something right now. You could be going through the loss of a loved one. You could be going through missing that loved one, as I do. You could be going through a health issue. I just had a friend that had his foot amputated, and I tell you, that was really, really rough. So there's things that people go through that I want you to learn how to wait it out in the process. That process, baby, can be long, because mine was a year at least and more. So even my grandson, which is here with me, one is recording and one is on my Facebook Live. Oh my gosh, when he had leukemia, when he had cancer, it was horrible for us to wait it out. But in the process, look at him now. He is 17 years old, living his life free of cancer. But if you don't wait it out in the process, it can definitely take you up out of here. If not, stress will. Because I tell you, sometimes when you're going through, it can be painful. So learn how to wait it out. Because guess what? Lighter days will come. Wait it out no matter how long it takes. Keep the faith and keep a praise in your mouth. Here's the thing about a praise. I'm telling you, even though when you are hurting, you still have to tell the Lord thank you. But at the same time, if you could just praise him in the pain, praise him through the process, praise him while you're in the position, those things will help you be able to carry through in your changing season. Well, let's think for a brief moment. What if Jesus decided not to wait it out? What if he decided to come down off of that cross and say, no, 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 I'm not doing this. These people don't deserve this. So we too have to learn how to wait it out. While you're waiting for your season to change, get in position for a new season and you will win. Listen, you guys, did you ever think that I would be on here talking about all of this that I've gone through? My story of developing a rare blood disorder that I don't even know how I got? No, I never would imagine. So guess what? I never would imagine being able to empower someone to let them know what it's like, not only to go through, but to wait through and be in position while you go through. Because I'm telling you, if you stay in position while you go through, God will bless you. Find your purpose. Empower yourself and believe this is your winning season, even while you're in the midst of your pain. Because Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, to everything there is a season. It's winter. It may be cold in that season. And we're not talking about literally the seasons. We're talking about the seasons of life. You guys, when my winter came, whoa. My winter was let me see, how you say that word? Excruciating pain. Devastating pain. Pain that I kept the house up. Husband couldn't sleep. When my grandson was over here taking care of me, he couldn't sleep. The neighbors couldn't sleep. I mean, I'm telling you, I cried. I was so mad. I just threw stuff down the steps to see if that would make me feel better. Oh, somebody thinking like, what? She ain't did that. Not cute, Kenneth. Oh, yes. I was hurting so bad. So bad that when my winter came, it was horrible. When I was able to spring up a little bit, hey, you guys, I got up for the summer, and I know y'all see me on Facebook. I was traveling with my grandkids. I was having a good time, and summer hasn't quite gone yet. But guess what? Fall is around the corner. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to wait it out. And I want to challenge you today to wait it out. Because guess what? A time for every purpose under the heavens. There was a purpose. I had to go through that. So you got to find your purpose. And if you find your purpose, I'm telling you, when you find your purpose, God is going to give you the purpose that he has sent you through what you have gone through. So here, I was mad. Oh, I was real mad. I was mad. Let me say that again. I was real mad. I was sad. And I was real sad. I was so sad that I was depressed. And when I think about it, it makes me, you guys, I have tried my best to talk about this without tearing up. And I don't want to mess up my makeup. And I don't want to mess up the camera and all that kind of stuff. But let me tell you something. I cried. I cried. I was so mad in September. This started in July. So then it was July. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get over this. August, oh, this is going away. You know, we're gonna be all right. September came. You guys, I was out of my mind. One night I remember sitting on the sofa. I'm talking about empowering yourself while you're going through the pain, while you're going through the difficult times, while you are in the midst of the storm. You got to stand right there and you got to wait it out. I'm telling you, because there's a purpose that God has for you. He had a purpose for me. But in September, in my mind, I was so down. I was so depressed. I was so hurt. I was so mad. I was so sad. I was so everything. Some of what I didn't even know I was. But when I came out of that depression, I made up in my mind that I've got to get my health on track. Let me stop right there. Some of you that are, this way. Some of you that are diabetic, people see this patch and they wonder, oh, what is that? Well, that's called a reader. And what it does is it reads your sugar level and your diabetes immediately. You take a cell phone and you put it right there, and it automatically gives your reading. That reading automatically goes to your nurse or to your doctor or your loved ones to keep you, like, say, for instance, I ran a lot of lows. One night I ran so low, you guys, the meter was off. I called my sister. I was so scared. We called the ambulance and everything, and they came, and it was just like horrible. I would go so low. So those of you that are diabetic, let me pause right here and say to you, and I am watching the time, let me pause to you right here, and let me let you know that you have to maintain a good, healthy lifestyle. Now, did I always do that? No, I just ate whatever I wanted to eat because I wanted to eat it. And I'll tell you right now, when I was sick, I got fat, y'all. I am fat. I weigh 171 pounds. I have never worn that in my whole entire life. But I'm losing it right now. So this is what I want you to know. Depression will make you eat. But if you are a diabetic, you still got to continue to eat right. So tell yourself, empower yourself. I can't have all that sugar. Nope, I can't have all that rice. Nope, I can't have all that candy. Nope, I can't have all that ice cream. You have to be disciplined when you're waiting on a purpose for God, because if you're not disciplined while you're waiting and your purpose comes, you're not going to be able to feel that purpose completely. All right. So at that point, here's what I want you to know as I get ready to close. Listen, don't let your yesterday become your today. Just believe in your now season that you're going to win. Pull yourself up and wait it out. You guys, I had to wait in order to walk again. Right. Now that I'm walking, now that the nerves in my legs is so much better, one of my feet have decided to give me problems. So now I got a swollen foot because that one foot just want to give me problems. So it has been over 1 year, and still today I have pain, but I'm going to empower myself through faith and praise, and I'm going to wait it out. I had to pull myself up, but guess what? Then there was my husband, my grandson, my daughters, my son, my nurse, Lynn. Did I say nurse? Yes, my husband had to hire a nurse. We had to have someone to come and cook my food. Someone, can you imagine not being able to walk in your own kitchen? Can you imagine not being able to stand up and cook your own? I just needed a moment. I just needed that moment. Not being able to do that. When you've been able to do that all your life. You guys, I am 64 years old. I have never been down in my life for more than 2 weeks. And that's when I had a surgery. For 2 weeks. And can you imagine, I was down for a whole year waiting it out. Nurse in my kitchen cooking. Margie, oh my God, thank God for my Mary Kay sisters. Margie's in Mary Kay with me. Thank God for my Mary Kay sisters, because Margie, she had to help pull me up. Then there was Claudia. She had to come and help pull me up. Oh my God. I had to stay in my daughter's house and be taken care of by my grandsons when my daughter wasn't there. And then my daughter, oh my gosh, you guys. Then Tavia. She's in Mary Kay. She's one of my neighbors. She had to come from around the corner and take me up and down the steps some night. Sabrina. And there were many, many others. When I tell you, they had to actually, let me just stand up. You know, I done got into this. So I'm into this. My nervousness is gone. Listen, they had to grab me around my waist. Do you understand? And pull me up as I walk up the steps. I'm telling you, that was difficult. I've never had to have that kind of help. So then later, we had to get me a chairlift. And I have a chairlift now that takes me up and down the steps. So here's the last thing. As you wait, pull yourself up. I was willing. Did you hear me say I was willing to wait it out? I was willing to wait it out. And the reason I was willing to wait it out, because I know I was looking for a miracle. And I knew some way, some shape, some form, some fashion that God was going to allow me to walk again. I'm telling you, if you're walking and if you have the use of all of your limbs and you never have known what it's like to not be able to walk, I want you to be empowered today to use everything that you have to praise and give God the thanks. Wait it out. You may be looking at your winter, but I was able to spring back into my summer. And I made it up in my mind not to fall back focusing on my weaknesses, but knowing that my Sunday season was coming. And it's here today. It's here right now. And I'm loving every minute of it. Can you wait? Can you empower yourself today? You know, the song says, sometimes I just have to encourage myself. Can you just encourage yourself today? Can you just empower yourself? I want you to empower yourself today to wait it out. I want you to know that I love you very much. We have just a few minutes left before it is 15 minutes after the hour, and we'll probably leave early today. But if there's any questions that you may have for me as I went through this, now I'm able to answer your questions. There were many that came on and they went in the inbox and they was like, well, what's wrong? What happened? And I was so mad and so sad. It was like, no, I'm not talking about it. I don't want to talk to nobody. Some days I didn't even want to see nobody. So if there's any questions right now, please let me know what questions you have for me, and I will be glad to answer those. Let's see. Let me give some shout outs. Mike, can you scroll down? Just scroll up, I say, so I can see everybody at the top. I want to see who's on. Thank you, Robin. How are you, darling? Yes, it is your winning season. And there's my grandson. He says, hey, Nay. All right, Missy Alice. Hello, darling. How are you? Tamala Williams. Yes, praise God for you, Tam. I want you to continue to encourage yourself, sweetheart, as you go through the seasons of life, because I know that you've lost great loved ones, your mom and your sister. I want you to learn how to empower yourself to wait it out. God had a purpose in that, the reason why they went home early. But what I want you to know, he also has a purpose for you. So I want you to be empowered. Never not. I saw the little post you put up. Never not think that you're not beautiful. You're always good enough. You're beautiful. And God loves you just the way you are. Yes, I want you too to keep the faith. All right, let's see. Mitzi Adams. Oh my gosh, thank you. What a glorious testimony. Yes, honey, it was a long time coming, but it's here. And I tell you, I thank God for every moment that I'm able to move these feet, even the one that's swollen and don't want to walk. All right, let's say, yes, even though you had, yes, I kept the faith and I kept a praise in my mouth. What I would do sometimes when my husband wasn't here because he was on the truck a lot, sometimes I was here by myself. What I would do is I would tell myself all the time, I have a sign that's in my office that says, don't count the days, but make the days count. I had to make every day count, you guys. Sometimes I would try to practice going down the steps, and I realized that I couldn't do it, and my left leg would collapse. It would just collapse. And so I knew that I couldn't do it, so I didn't want to injure myself further, further have a deeper injury. So I had to wait on some things. I see Yolanda Zachary. Yes, blessings to you, blessings to you. Yolanda also is in Mary Kay, and she would call me and she would send me encouraging words. You guys, it's important that you have loved ones and people around you when you're going through a traumatizing situation. And I had to stop right there because this was very traumatizing to me. It took me a while. I'm still not. And with my counselor, I have a mental counselor. Now, let me tell you what she does. She is a counselor that don't counsel you for psychiatric care, psychology, something like that. But she helps you to understand your medical condition. And she helps you to know how to handle your new sickness. But honey, when she spoke to me and she says, see, I really got to help you to understand that you need to learn how to accept your new normal. You see my face? Do y'all see my face? I said, excuse me? My new normal? No, I don't have a new normal. My new normal is not that I'm not going to walk. My new normal is that I'm going to continue to believe and have the faith and praise God for me being able to walk. But she's still getting me mentally ready because I have not accepted what I have, which is a rare blood disorder. Now I act on it. So when I go into public places, I put on my mask. I can no longer do the seminar. I can no longer do all of my conferences. I cannot be in a crowd of people because my immune system has really been compromised. Okay? So Mike's gone and did not leave me with the next comment. All right? So he had to step out for a minute to get some water. Thank you. That was nice of him to get me some water to wet my throat. Okay, so let me see the rest of the comments. What a glorious testimony. Yes, I have addressed it. That. Yolanda, thank you again. Valerie Fields. Hey, Valerie. That's my cousin. Yes, hi, Valerie. Yes, God is able, sweetheart. And I want you to know as well that you have gone through that stage of losing both of your parents, and that can be very difficult for you. So I want to encourage you to be empowered. I want to encourage you to let you know that it is a blessing the way others see you when you have gone through what you've gone through. Because when I look at you and I think about, those that I've lost in my family, and I look at you, you're still smiling. You're still going. So thank you, cuz, for that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wait a minute. Let me sit down. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait 1 second. Now I'm going to have a good time on this one. Wait a minute. Y'all see me doing my hair? Okay. Might scroll it down so I can see it too. You guys, not until I get real good at this, my grandson won't be here. Okay, so let me see if I can get real close. Okay, now let me turn around one time. This next lady. Oh my gosh. Ola Nolly. Yes. She is the one who keeps my hair up. You guys, yeah, I got that old good hair, but I tell you, honey, if it don't be rotted and if it don't be tightly curled up and if it don't get some of that little good juicy stuff on it that she has called Neutralizer, hey, baby, I would have that fuzzy, naturally curly hair. I'm telling you. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Ola. She makes me so cute and keeps me so beautiful. And then y'all see all my good pictures where I had my hair flowing and it was really long. Well, my hair started thinning out, and I didn't know whether that was going to be because of the medicine or because of the rare condition. Oh, I got 1 minute. I wanted to make sure that thank you, Valerie. Thank you. I feel beautiful in the inside right now. And I probably look better right now on the outside because I'm not on my walker. You guys, I haven't used my walker. Well, I had to use my cane today when we went to church because my foot's swollen. But I haven't used my walker and I haven't used my cane in almost about a month now. So my brother calls it a rollator. So shout out to my brother. He calls it a rollator. But anyway, I just want you to know that I am doing great. I'm still having some pain, but all is well with God. The one thing that I want you to remember, this is your winning season. And in this winning season, wait it out. Empower yourself. Okay, stay on so that you can see the roll of the next video. Oh my gosh, I can't leave. Kathy Ivory. Oh my gosh, Kathy. Scroll up again. Let me see her comment. Love hearing you. Oh, yes. She says, love hearing my laughter. I'm telling you, honey. Look. I think that a lot of people love to hear my laughter right now because my cry and my whine and my what? Ooh, I'm embarrassed to say it was horrible. Okay, got to get out of here. It is 5:16. I want to make sure that I never hold you too long and I never keep you late because it's just an empowerment moment that we want to empower each other as we go through our difficult seasons. Remember, winter is going to offer one thing. But always know that spring is going to come and you can spring back into whatever you need to do. But I sprung back into my summer and I got to roll it. But always remember, never fall back to focusing on your weaknesses. Yep, I'm back. Thank you for having me back. All right, stay tuned and we're going to close out with this one last video. See you later. Mwah. Kisses to you. Mwah. And kisses to you.